Welcome to the Ice Talks, where we implement change every day. Hey, how you doing? Harold S. Reed Jr. here, also known as HRJR, your motivational coach. If you don't know what motivation means, motive plus action equals results, and results equals success. Welcome back to another episode of the Ice Talks. I'm going to get into it right quick with you. Today I want to talk to you about money. In particular, I want to talk to you about 5 kinds of money. And I'm not talking about currency. I'm not talking about the dollar, the yen, the real, the Deutsch, the Bitcoin. I'm not talking about that. I want to talk to you about 5 kinds of money from a psychological perspective, if you will. All right? And the first kind of money, the first type of money, well, let me tell you what they all are. First of all, how about I do that? I don't keep you in too much suspense. I'll tell you about what those 5 kinds of money are, and then I'm going to break each one of them down. And then the reason why I'm going to break each one of these down is because I can assure you that somewhere along the line you are or know someone who is one or more of these types of money. They fit into these categories when it comes to money, right? So first there's scared money, and there's new money, there's old money, there's get rich money, and then there's stay rich money. Okay? So first let me talk about scared money. There's an old saying that goes, scared money don't make money. Scared money don't make money. One of the main problems people have, many people, is that they have what I call wealth and wishes, yet poverty and pontification. More simply put, they have big dreams, but they have broke-minded thinking at the same time. All right? So what it means when it says scared money don't make money, when you have dreams or goals or things you want to fulfill, you're going to have to invest that money. You're going to have to spend money. There's another old saying that goes, it takes money to make money. So you may have to put some money into something to get more money out of it. Even when you invest money, they tell you that the more aggressive stocks or the more aggressive investments often yield the higher returns because you get paid for that risk. You get paid for that aggression with your money. So scared money don't make money. So if you got a little bit of something, I'm not saying splurge, go spend all your money on books and tapes and so on and what do you call them? Seminars and so on and so forth. I'm not saying go out and shoot your whole wad doing that. But understand that scared money don't make money, right? You can't just say, I have all this money or however much money you have and say, I'm just going to hold on to it. Because that serves you no purpose, right? You could have $100,000 stuffed under your mattress or stuffed inside your mattress. That $100,000 stuffed inside your mattress don't do nothing but keep your bed stiff. You understand? So scared money don't make money. Don't be afraid to put some money out in order to get some returns. All right? So there's the lesson with scared money. The next type of money we're talking about is new money. Now, new money is what happens when, let's say, you get a raise on your job, you get the lottery, you might inherit some money from a relative. I don't know too many people who do, but it happens, right? With rich folk, and we'll talk about that in a second, right? But new money is like you didn't have it today, you didn't have it yesterday, but you got it today, right? Yesterday, you was broke. Today, you signed a contract and it came with a nice little check. You know, it happens in entertainment. It happens in sports, right? In some cases, I guess it happens in business where somebody signs business contracts or what have you, right? That's new money. Now, here's the problem with new money. If you've lived a life accustomed to not having money, right? You know how to act. Now, hear what I'm about to say. You know how to act when you don't have any money. People know how to act when they don't have any money. But let some people get their hands on some new money and they will not know how to act. Let me say that again. Let me make it more concise so you can remember it. Okay? Some people, many people, know how to act not having a lot of money. Those same people, or many of those same people, could come into new money and then they won't know how to act. Right? New money can make a fool out of you. New money make you lose your mind. New money hey, you feel like you could jump off the ledge and fly like Superman. New money make you feel invincible. Right? But here's the problem. New money, if not treated with the proper respect, can become gone money. I guess that's another type. We'll call that the honorable mention, gone money, right? I always tell this story when I talk about the lottery. There was a guy from Newark, New Jersey, years and years and years ago. And the lottery people had a commercial out, and it was like a big dinner party, and the camera would pan around the room, and the person would say, "I'm so-and-so, I won $357,000. I'm so-and-so, I won $1 million. I'm so-and-so, I won $2.5 million. And then there was this one brother who used to always wear a derby, right? And he just stand there, he go, $5 million. And what you can't see is the hand signs with my thumbs up, pointing at myself, but that's what he was doing. So imagine pointing at yourself with your thumbs with a big old cheesy Kool-Aid grin on your face. My man said $5 million, right? Let me tell you something. Within, I think it was 5 years, that man was back to being broke. All right. Sometimes you get new money and you don't know how to act. So when it comes to getting new money, you need to educate yourself. See, somebody might be out there thinking, well, why wouldn't you say or advise somebody to get a financial advisor? I'd say do that as well, right? But here's the thing. If you don't know what to do with your money and the financial advisor does, how do you know that the advice that the financial advisor is giving you, that the advice that he or she is giving you is good? So you need to educate yourself. There's a lot of people out there who can educate you. There's a lot of podcasts out there specifically geared towards money, right? I have no problem saying if you want to really learn about money, the two people I'm going to send you to look up is Lynette Calfani Fox, right? That sister helped me tremendously. Never met her, but I read one of her books and helped me get my credit better, helped me refinance one car. And then actually, when I got my first Camaro, following her steps to go about getting it. And I got it, right? So the first person I'm going to tell you to go to and look up, read and research and what have you is Lynette Calfani Fox, all right? The second person is a man by the name of Chris Hogans, all right? I just finished a couple months ago reading one of his books called Everyday Millionaire, all right? So... and his book, that's actually a great book that touches on all of these points of money, these kinds of money that I'm talking about, but not in the way in which that I'm doing it. But his book, Everyday Millionaire, I strongly recommend you get that book. And that's an unpaid advertisement for him right there. All right. But new money can hurt you if you don't know what you're doing with it. That's my point here when it comes to new money. New money can hurt you. Now, you can't get new money from scared money. Because remember, scared money don't make money. So you have to put some heart besides, inside of your dollars to get them out there, right? And then if you do come into some money, if you do come into new money, you need to educate yourself. You need to become more fiscally literate, all right? Financially literate, all right? You need to learn about life insurance. You need to learn, yes, life insurance. Don't. I'll get into that in the next couple topics. All right. But you need to learn about life insurance. You need to learn about investing, and it's not very difficult. I started a Capital One investing account that a few months ago became E-Trade. Don't matter who owns it. I still own my stock. Right. So I learned a little bit about the stock game. Right. You can educate yourself. It's really not that difficult. The people who are making money off of it and not telling you about it, that's what's making them rich. Keeping you ignorant about it is what's keeping them rich, because they know actually how easy it is, right? Oh, there's some work involved. Don't get it twisted. There's some work involved in learning about the stock market. There's some work involved in participating in the stock market. However, you can do it. It is not that difficult. All right. So when you come into some new money, educate yourself on what to do with that money so that new money can become old money. Yes. All right. Because old money was once new money. And I'll tell you this about old money. Old money is never scared money. All right. Old money is never scared money. Now, let me tell you how I came across my first vision, if you will, of old money. Back in 1995, I was living in Charleston, South Carolina for a while. And there's an area where a lot of these homes were old time homes. These were like homes. These homes got to be 150, 200 years old. But people live in them today. These aren't like mausoleums and museums and nothing like that. These are homes that people live in today. And or at least they did at that time. I'm sure they still do. But that's old money. These are not houses that were just like on the market. These are houses that you could tell the same family been living in for those 150, 200 years or what have you. Same family in the house, generation after generation, right? Think about it. You want to know what's old money in America? Kennedy, that's old money in America. DuPont, that's old money in America, right? Ford, old money in America, right? The people behind General Electric, old money in America, okay? How does old money become old money? Well, I'm glad you asked. All right. There are a variety of ways in which old money becomes old money. But let me tell you what I learned in my studies. See, decades on top of decades on top of decades ago, I would go so far as to say even when slavery was still this country's number one business, this number one creation of wealth, the slave trade and the profiting off the labor of enslaved peoples. What those people in the position of quote unquote ownership would do is they would insure themselves and insure their property. I was talking about life insurance. And the problem that a lot of people, especially I'll say in my community, in the black community, has is we feel as though we shouldn't leave behind a whole lot of money for somebody else to do whatever they're going to do with it, because we're not going to be around to enjoy it. And ain't nobody left me nothing, so why should I leave all of this for y'all? See? That's the opposite of what other people do. That's the opposite of how old money gets made. See? That's the opposite of how old money gets made. What the people who got old money would do is they would insure themselves, they would insure their property, they would insure their business, they would insure everything. If it had value, they would insure it. All right? And then what they also did was they I talk about educate yourself. They would educate their children on what to do with the wealth they stood to inherit. All right? Now, guess what? Some of you might remember a few years back, maybe 10, 15 years ago, when Paris Hilton was all in the news because every other day she was doing something stupid, embarrassing the hell out of the Hilton family. That's some more old money in America, right? And before her grandfather passed away, or at some point in time while he was still walking the earth, he changed her will and took away some of the money that she stood to inherit because she was acting a damn fool, damaging the family brand, damaging the family name. Right? So again, they insure everything. They educate their children on what to do with that wealth. Okay? And then they leave that wealth to their children. And then the children in turn do the same thing, right? They maintain the wealth that they were given. They've been taught how to build upon that wealth that they were given. They ensure themselves and everything that they have of value, and they teach their children to do the same thing, right? So guess what? With each generation that comes, this is where generational wealth comes from. That's another word for old money, generational wealth. You'll probably hear that term these days than you will hear the term old money. Generational wealth. This is how it is created, right? Where people ensure everything they have of significant value, including their own lives, right? And then they educate their children on how to handle that money, on what to do with it, how to build it, how to increase it, how to make it grow, as opposed to being worried about, oh, I'm not going to leave you anything so that you could throw it up all the way, and I'm not even able to get any of it. No. In order to generate wealth over generations, you have to educate your children on how to handle that wealth, on how to deal with it, how to work with it, how to build upon it, and how to make it grow. And then have their children teach their children, like the old shampoo commercial, and so on and so on and so on and so on. All right? So that's old money. Now let's talk about the next kind of money. The fourth kind of money is get rich money. All right? Now I'm going to work with both the fourth and fifth at the same time. So there's get rich money and then there's stay rich money, right? Now remember our first kind of money, scared money. Scared money don't make money, remember, right? So the money that you use to invest, whether it's in a business, whether it's in stocks, bonds, what have you, that's your get rich money, right? If you even use that money to invest in yourself, to educate yourself, to better prepare yourself to be an asset in a particular field or endeavor, that's get rich money, right? I'm not saying you're going to blow all your money trying to get rich. That's not what it is. No. This is the money that you put forth, that you invest in yourself or in your dream, in your belief, in your stock, in your brand of investment, in the company that you want to build. That's the get rich money. That's your seed money. That's your grind money, right? You might have to take out, and some people say don't do it, but only you know your circumstances. You might take out a loan in order to build your business, to build your brand, whatever it may be. That's your get rich money, right? Now, once your get rich money starts to turn a profit, and it may take some time, right? Let me stop right now. Let me stop right now and say that there is no such thing as a get rich quick system. All right. Everybody that promised you a get rich quick system is only getting rich quicker off of your stupidity. They're the ones who are getting rich quick off of your stupidity if you follow them. I'm not calling anybody out. I'm not saying any names. I'm not speaking about any particular industries or brands. I'm just saying, right? This is not about getting rich quick. Just want to throw that sidebar in there. So let's get back to get rich money. Get rich money is your investment money. Get rich money is your seed money. Get rich money is your good faith money that maybe somebody invested in you. Whatever money that you're using to build your brand, build your company, build your dreams, make your dreams come true, right? But get rich money has to turn a profit. Get rich money has to turn a profit, right? Because while you're investing, you're expecting a return on that investment. The return on that investment is getting your money back that you put out and then some. That's the return. Breaking even is not a return. Breaking even is not a return. Okay? Perfect example. I put out some money to go to real estate school. Put out some money for the real estate exam and took the test, so on and so forth. Right? And then I had to spend some time apprenticing at a real estate firm. Right? Working for a real estate firm. And I sold a couple houses. It was fun. Working with the person I was working with, he made it fun. I realized I didn't really want to put in that kind of work as a living, but the experience itself was fun. But here's the thing, right? And this is how this particular firm operated. When you broke your cherry, if you will, pardon my French, and sold your first house, right? When you sold your first house, what they would do on top of your commission is reimburse you for the money you spent going to real estate school. So I got my real estate money back on top of my commission. It was a beautiful thing, right? Okay. So that was so not that I was trying to get rich off of real estate, but I was at a point in my life where I needed a new direction, and I figured I'd give this a try. All right. As much as I hate the word try, that's what I did. Okay. And so that money that I put out for the real estate school, that was get rich money. And in the long run, for that experience overall, the totality of that experience, that get rich money came back. It did prove a return. I just chose not to stay on that particular path, right? So your get rich money is the money that you use to build whatever it is you want to build, right? And then next is your stay rich money. Stay rich money is the money that you use to generate wealth. Stay rich money is the money that you don't touch. Stay rich money is the money that makes old money. Stay rich money is the money that, like I said, you do not touch, right? That's the money that makes you what you are. You know, if you can actually build it up. And again, I suggest you read the book Everyday Millionaires. You'll come across a lot of people who have not much new money, but they have some get rich money and they have some stay rich money on their way to becoming old money. And nowhere in that book will you find anybody with scared money. Why? Because as we said, scared money don't make money. Right? So let me go through the 5 kinds of money again. Scared money don't make money. New money can become gone money. New money can hurt you if you don't know how to educate yourself, or if you don't educate yourself on how to properly utilize your money. All right. Then there's old money. Old money is another word for generational wealth. That's wealth that is created over time, over generations. Right. Then there's get rich money, the kind of money that you use to invest in yourself and create your brand, build your business, so on and so forth. And then there's stay rich money. That's the money that you don't touch. That's the money that your kids don't touch. That's the money that your kids don't touch. Because every generation is pouring some money into that stay rich money bank. Every generation is building upon the money that they inherit, and then they're putting a portion of that into that stay rich money, right? You spend to get rich money. You spend that to live. You spend that to build. But the stay rich money stays right where it is. And as long as that stay rich money stay where it is and continues to grow and gain interest and compound interest and so on and so forth, that stay rich money will keep your family rich for generations. All right, not for the number 4, but for your consecutive, continuing, hopefully, continuous generations. All right. So again, 5 kinds of money: scared money, new money, old money, get rich money, stay rich money. All right. Feel free to rewind this and listen to it and write down, if you haven't been doing it, write down what kind of money, and then ask yourself, what kind of money do you have? What kind of money do you want? Which one of these categories do you operate in? Do you just hoard money and only, spend money on the things you need to survive, thinking that that's how you're going to create generational wealth? You may create some wealth, with that, but are you really living? If you're just hoarding money just to have it to pass on, and you're not enjoying any of it, you're not living your life, you're just hoarding money for the future, that's not cool. You're not a squirrel. You're not going to, winter's coming. So prepare for it. But at the same time, live your life. What good is it to not enjoy the spring, the summer, and the fall if all you've been doing during the spring, summer, and fall is storing up for winter, and then you just stuck in the house because it's too cold to go out, but you got a lot of stuff to just sit in the house with? It's not cool, right? So scared money don't make money. New money, educate yourself. Old money, generational wealth. You got to build that. It has to start somewhere. Why can't it start with you? All right. Your dream of old money might not be old money when you start it. But when you're gone, and hopefully you've set the ball rolling to where your kids are old enough to understand what they have to do with the money you are going to leave them. And then and part of that understanding involves them teaching their kids and their kids teaching their kids, so on and so forth. That's how you can know you could go to your grave with a smile on your face saying you've taught your family, you've taught your progeny how to continue to build, right? Then you use that get rich money to do just that. And every generation contributes into that stay rich money to keep the family flush. All right. So with that, I'm going to end this episode. I'm also going to remind you that Find a Way to Make a Way, The Difference of a Decade, is scheduled to drop within the next couple of weeks. Just sent in some final editing for the cover. All right. So soon that's going to be coming out. All right. And once again, I want to let everyone know I'm happy that we're being broadcast on iHeartRadio now, as well as Google's platform, Apple Podcasts and iTunes, Spreaker, and Anchor, and Chatbox, I think, is one. What's the one that's escaping me? Spotify. And the Ice Talks is also on Spotify. So be sure to share this podcast with your friends. Listen, I'm not saying I have all the answers, but I'm sharing with you the answers that I get, the answers that I come across through my studies, through my experiences, and I just want to help you, help yourself, and live a better life. And if you feel as though that there's a friend who could benefit from these talks, these podcasts as well, please share it. Please pass it along. Give them the link and the title to whatever platform they want to use, because I'm kind of getting out there all over now. Right? So it's been a pleasure talking to you. You guys take care, and I will see you on the next episode. Thank you for listening to another episode of the Ice Talks, where we implement change every day.